The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
It's so hard when you have your best friends on the podcast, on the mic, on the ones and twos, because we've already been talking for 20 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
And it's not that there were things that we can't talk about with you guys, but I just felt like I was just literally sitting here with my best friend Kiki and producer Courtney. We're like, blah, 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 we're just telling stories. And then at some point I'm like, oh, we have to start. And then I'm like, womp, womp, womp. We have to start the podcast. But no, it's literally just going to be me still sitting here talking to one of my favorite people in the entire orbit of this universe, Jennica Thompson, on the ones and twos on the mic.
Yes, I know. I came around the corner and we started talking, and I think I just slowly started sitting items down and kept talking. I mean, we started talking about the room, and then we started sitting down. Then I was like, "How's the fam?"
But that's us. Like, you walked in, and I didn't even stop my conversation. I was still having. I was like, "Come in, Jennica. We're talking about how we're going to rearrange this room," and I
was like, "Wait,
started
give me the layout."
As if she had already been in the conversation with us for 5 minutes. She wasn't like, wait, okay, first of all, hi, how are you? She's like, where are the chairs going? Where's the thing going?
Imagine the lighting. What are we looking at?
Jennica and I are just going to fucking yap, okay? We're just gonna yap, and there'll never be a pause or a stop. And I love being, you're like Claudia, where we're both kind of just like also interrupting each other and like telling stories on top of stories. But I mean it in the best way. We're not like, it's this constant flow that if someone listened to it, they'd be like, I am so lost.
Yeah.
First they went here, then they went here, then they went here. But you and I are like, this makes perfect sense to us.
I mean, even when Annica's sitting with us, like she can follow and she'll get in a word every now and then, but sometimes she just does have to back away, scroll a minute, and then she'll come back.
It's so true. It's so true. Like at our wedding. By the way,
honestly, please include me and Annica in that, because that is our wedding too.
It really kind of felt that way. At our wedding, there were times where like just the girls were in the room, and I could tell in my brain, I do forget, and you've made this point, we've talked about this on the podcast before, like I'm like, how lucky is Annica that her mom and all of her mom's friends are this fucking cool, gorgeous, funny, hilarious, amazing, talented, famous, like wow. And Jennica does have to remind me sometimes that like at the end of the day, we are still her mom's friends. Like, just think about your mom right now. Love her. Amazing. Now think of your mom's friends. I love my mom's friends. But you know, at the end of the day, my mom and her friends.
Your mom's coolest friends. It's still just your mom's friends.
It's your mom's friend. Yeah. So I forget sometimes, and then I'm like, Annica must just be literally like loving every second of this. And I look over and she's looking at TikTok like, I wish they would shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they've been talking about this for 5 minutes. She did have to say, I did pull this out of her closet because we just moved. And because she's a store manager, and she she's very type A. She likes things to be where they are. So we did focus a little bit maybe on like her like closet, room things, getting those in place first. And then, of course, the, living quarters, because we do have animals. So, I focused on the kitchen, then the living room. And, I did do my room here and there, but it just kept being put on the back burner.
Yeah.
And my closet is still the one thing, I walk in there, what's going on in here? It looks like that might be winter stuff. It looks like that. So, I was like, I'm not even going in my closet today.
It's best to not look sometimes.
This is hers. I said, on the way over here, I said, hey, I'm wearing your shirt. And she said, well, you just have to give me a shout out. So...
A shout out to Annica. That is a gorgeous shirt. I said it when you walked in.
You get to start going through their closet again.
All I think about is
it's really fun
how much my daughter is going to adore going through my closet. And then I says to myself, you know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen?
It happens.
She's not going to want to wear she's going to be like, ew. She's going to dress in t-shirts and like for instance, imagine I was my sister's mother.
Yeah.
You think she gives a flying fucking shit?
No.
That I have a two-piece vintage Fendi set that is so iconic and was worn by Lindsay Lohan in 2000s, and the matching bag, my sister would be like, that's the ugliest thing I've fucking seen in my life. Love it on you. You look fabulous, but I don't care. And so, you know what? That will be my fate, I'm sure. Maybe I'll have a bunch of daughters and one of them.
That's still even happened with me. They even get to the point where they think your old stuff is cool, but nothing that you would wear now is cool.
Right.
But then it just does take them getting older and starting to develop before they're like, wait a second.
Do you know what trend, you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, that I thought was so young and hip, and then the more I looked at it, I go, I think
it's happening.
I think this is what we're wearing, and the kids would be like, no. I think the moms took this one over, and now I'm like, oh no, that's not it. Does Annica's age group wear barrel jeans, or is that for us?
Okay, so Annica does have one pair of barrel jeans that's slight barrel, but not anything crazy. It's honestly just like the stitching.
Yeah.
Not even But they do. I think they dabble. They like pants more than we like. We were going out tops. They're like plain top going out pants.
They have only fun pants.
Yeah, they're fun pants.
Listen, I myself am the sister-in-law to a gorgeous Gen Z superstar who we love, Bella. And like the amount of like fun pants they have, it's honestly giving producer Courtney.
And
you
love
a fun pant.
Black tops.
You're younger. I always forget you're younger than I think you are, though. You're not Gen Z, though. Are you millennial? You're probably the youngest of the millennials.
No, that's like...
Yeah, but you're the youngest millennial you can be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I do not
associate.
Yeah.
I can't.
You get to pick.
You guys, I really do have to give Courtney a mic sometimes. We've got to figure out, I think we're going to rearrange some of this podcast like we were talking about, but she goes, oh, no, I don't associate with Gen Z. And we mean that with love and adornment.
No,
like, we're scared. We're scared.
During our move, Annika said something to me. She was like, that's so millennial. And I was like, what? And what about that? And she was like, honestly, it's so millennial to be proud to be a millennial. No other group. No other group. She's like, y'all, we're not those. We're proud to be us. Like,
that is so funny.
I like what we had.
That is so
trauma
funny.
At all.
And you know what? I have recently seen a meme that was like, and why was there always shade thrown towards millennials? I love being a millennial, and I thought to myself, little cringe, but okay. Yeah. No, but you're right. Like
she looked at me like with like the pity in her. Like we were talking. I mean, she was like, nobody. I've never met a millennial, and she's biggest Swiftie there. Like I said, yeah, Miss Swift too, and she was like, I know. I've not met a millennial that doesn't love, and she was raised by us.
She was. We raised.
She knows them all.
The same way that we were raised by boomers, and like we get it. Like there's some like iconic ones out there, but we're like, girl, what? I do see the fun pant thing is really crazy. Like skirts and pants, like they love like a fun skirt, a fun pant, and then like the tops are all, because I have so many fun tops and I try to give them to Bella, and Bella, yes, she likes them, but like at the end of the day, I'm like, she always wears that one little dumb basic white tank top I got her, because like she wears that with her fun pants. Yep.
I like it. I appreciate it.
I do too. You know what? I love anything different.
But it was so fun. Black pants and a going out top.
What are you gonna wear?
Jeans and a going out top.
Probably jeans and a going out top.
Maybe some boots, but jeans and a going out top.
What are you gonna wear? I think probably like jeans and a going out top,
which was like a peplum business shirt, by the way.
Oh my god, Jennica just posted the most iconic throwbacks. Do you save these to highlights?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they get saved.
Can you?
I'll save these.
Save these, like make a little highlight that says like TBT.
They're
or like
Baby Annika, I think.
BBAJ. Oh, BBAJ.
Which is like crazy that that's not what she still is. Like to me, that is literally what I expect when I turn around the corner sometimes.
When I look at Annika, do you know what she perpetually is to me?
What? How old?
To me, she is her Starbucks birthday party. How old was that?
Oh,
12 or 13?
I think 12. I think
it was 12. It was not her 13th.
No.
To me, she is 12, and she just had a Starbucks birthday party that was iconic, that her mom put together, that was iconic.
We love a theme.
When she turns the corner, I'm like, who the fuck is this grown Jennica lookalike? Because like, no shade, never looked like you.
Never.
And then one day,
got her braces off. Her boobs grew a little bit. And then I said,
and by the way, that'll do it.
That is me.
It's giving Jennica.
And honestly, the one thing growing up, the one thing she was like, I mean, even from like 3 years old when I was changing sports bras and stuff, she would like look at my boobs with fright and be like, Mom, am I gonna have those one day? And I'm like, no, probably not. Like
with fright.
Like, she would be like, surely not, Mom. I mean, from like before kindergarten, she was like, please don't let me have boobs. Like she's not the little girl praying to wear a bra. Like she's the one being like, if I never have to wear a bra, like that's great.
Right.
And then it was fun. It was so fun.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden we were like, whoa. Here's another bra.
There they go.
Here's another bra. So
no, it's so true.
Genetics, man.
We are getting closer, guys. We are getting closer. We also only have a few episodes left before my maternity leave. I'm sorry to remind you. But all that being said, I'm going to be in my bed. And what am I going to be in? I'm going to be in my Boll & Branch sheets, baby. That's right. They are the most cozy, the most amazing. Would you judge me if I told you I considered bringing them to the hospital? That's kind of crazy. But like, that's how much I'm obsessed with them.
They are made free from toxins with the finest 100% organic cotton. James is honestly so crazy about like materials and what we sleep on. He wants to wear organic cotton. He wants to sleep in organic cotton. And it makes sense, you know, because you literally are in bed for so many hours of your life. Your face is pressed up against this. Your body is pressed up against this. Why not have the best materials? And organic cotton is amazing. But here's the best part, okay? These sheets, they are buttery soft to start and they get softer and softer with every wash. I mean, that is a tried and true statement. You know how some sheets you just kind of have to like, you know, take it with what it is. And after a certain amount of time, you're like, all right, whatever. Like, got to get new ones. No. Boll and Branch, they truly get softer with every wash. And if you don't believe me, they come with a 30-night worry-free guarantee, which we love. Now, me personally, I'm a bit of a hot sleeper, especially with all the pregnancy pillows and all the things that I'm like adding to my sleep routine. And these are so breathable. They're cool, they're crisp, and you're just never going to feel like you're sweating in your bed ever again because of Boll and Branch's signature sheets. I love them, not just the softness, but they also have so many colors, so many sizes, really anything that fits your vibe. I have a couple different colorways because I like to switch it up in our room on wash days. It's just amazing. I mean, even after every wash, getting softer every time, it's just iconic. So if you guys want to feel the difference of an extraordinary night's sleep and what that can make with Boll and Branch, get 15% off plus free shipping on your first set of sheets at bollandbranch.com/probably. That's Boll and Branch, BOLLAND branch.com/probably to save 15% and unlock free shipping. Exclusions apply.
And my mom has huge boobs, had a reduction. Remember we talked about this?
Yes.
Had a reduction. Remember whenever you were having yours, my mom was like, that's a big surgery. Is she like ready? And I was like, yeah, she's like so excited. And then I was like, she's down bad, Mom. It's a big surgery.
Was literally, honestly, it was worse than childbirth. And I did that at 14. Like it was the pain is so excruciating because it's such an invasive surgery. And then it's such a crazy healing process out. Like you can't even like lift water.
Right.
I mean, and like Annika genuinely had to bathe me. I thought you and Maddie, which I would love to chat about too lately, but my other best friend, she had to take care of her mom solely when her mom had a breast reduction. So like we had these connections to be like, hey, it's awful and you need to be prepared.
Yeah.
You and Annika both.
But
and
nothing could still prepare you. I think a lot of people must liken it to a boob job. Do you know what I mean?
Which is a boob job is like slit, pop something in there and they're like, send you on your way. You're gorgeous.
Literally.
This one, they're like scraping fat cells off of you.
Take your nipple off, put it back on. Yeah. Like you have tubes.
Lollipop
yeah,
nipples.
fucking shit. Like you're like, no,
it's literally a reconstructive surgery, which is why, I mean,
it's
it feels
crazy.
like that.
Yeah.
It feels like that.
It's crazy. And so anyways, my mom, I knew even with her reduction, much like you, like she had a reduction and she still had big boobs, you know, because like, she didn't get an A cup after that.
You want to look and my doctor too was like, I'm gonna do what looks best.
Also still want to look like yourself, and you have been yourself your whole life with big breasts. Right. You're not gonna like it'd be kind of freaky to all of a sudden.
I mean, mine were literally covered by insurance, so it was like a medical.
Jennica, I think about it. I don't know if I'm gonna offend you when I say this.
We literally won't.
I think about sometimes when you would FaceTime me, and I'd be like, "Do you need to get up?" They would be like suffocating, like they'd be like under your neck, like and I would seriously be like, do you want to switch? It must be how people must think when sometimes I'm like, oh sorry, like my belly is like up under me and she's in my ribs, but yours would be because they're on your chest, not even your belly. Like they would just start like moving on their own, and they would just get closer and closer, and they would look like they were eventually going to just suffocate you.
I feel like we have found a way to talk about my boobs every podcast, but it's
sorry.
such a pivotal point of our friendship because that you understood because your mom had literally been through it. You understood, so there was no like line we couldn't. And also like one of the first, I think maybe the first time I met your mom, she was like, "Here, look at my scars." Like, it was very like we were very
because you were like, "I want to get," when I was going, she's like, "Here, look at my scars,"
and it just, but it what like it. There were multiple times where she like, could you just lift your shirt up and let me
basketballs.
I could put one hand on one side, one hand on the other, and you could still put your hands in the middle. It hurt so bad. It hurt so bad.
Bigger than basketballs. They were like these lights that were.
Yeah, I mean, truly.
Okay, you're right. We talk about it every time. Anyways, I just want to say, like, if you're going through something like that,
and I'm even like, there's some things that I could maybe adjust about mine, but like at the end of the day, it changed my life getting the breast reduction.
Yes.
Like I am so glad that I finally did get.
If you're thinking about it, this is always our PSA on this podcast to do it.
It was crazy.
the whole point of this was for me to say that my sister got my mom's boobs, and I was like, oh, and she of course didn't want them. She hated them. She'd like wear 2 sports bras to hide her boobs, and I'd be like, oh, my time to fucking shine. I can always hit puberty. And then I was like, that's weird. I just started growing hair on my armpits and vagina, and still no titties.
Yep.
What the fuck?
My sister has none.
I mean, when I say 0. I mean, Taylor and I were just having this discussion. We were talking about push-up bras and how they're making a resurgence. And I was talking about... Yeah, I was talking, you know what I was actually talking about? I was talking about how it's a real thing. Oh my God, we were at the fair. And you know, all the girls love wearing their Lululemon shorts.
Yeah, that's when you get to show your outfits.
Yeah.
That are not school out. Like you can go outside the box.
But the girls these days are all wearing these Lululemon shorts. That's their thing, right? Little frilly ones. And I was talking about it, how crazy it is that it really is true that if a girl simply is born with a body, like with a voluptuous body, like it is such a shame that like people look at them differently. We heard some dumbass make some off remark like, I can't believe that girl's wearing that outfit.
Yeah.
I was like, there are 16 other girls her exact age wearing the same outfit that have like
developed more early. Like it's just
as if she can help that she has an ass and titties. Yeah. She just went through puberty. Anyways, we were talking about that, and I was saying like it's so crazy because I would like wear the shortest Hollister shorts you could possibly wear, but like I was a literal string bean, so just didn't give offensive. I'm sure there were still some moms perturbed, but I would wear these push-up bras, and I did pageants. These weren't well known at the time, but I had chicken cutlets, and I would put the chicken cutlets in the push-up bra. If you gave me a hug, it was probably hard as a fucking
you're like
rock. Yeah, hard as a rock. But I was just talking about how I literally like had to stuff my actual push-up bra. Yeah, no, back in the day.
That's one of the reasons that like the rumor got kick-started, because my boobs just started like growing rampantly out of nowhere. Which I come from a family of like 8. Like I knew my boobs were about to be big.
She comes from a family of titties. A long line of titties.
Too fat, too quick, too fast, and everybody was like, "Something's up with her."
It's so crazy.
And that kind of like I guess kick-started, which I never went and found the root of the issue because I obviously had other things that I was worrying about. But
yeah, there were more important things. Yeah, okay,
my boobs took off. They
never left.
They never left.
They never left
until
they said we're gonna take this one all the way to the top. Well, my boobs did get bigger, and I've talked about this. We don't have to go on the rabbit hole, but I do want to. It's a nice transition to talk about how I obviously just like randomly got huge boobs during pregnancy, and at first I was like slay, and then I was like, oh my god, wait, this is what everyone's talking about. No,
under your arms. They get up at you wake up sometimes because you're like,
no, I hate. But the last time we were on this podcast, I was in the thick of it. I was in the trenches of my first trimester, and Jennica came on the podcast. Thank God. I was just saying, like, recording an episode of my first trimester was an act of God. Like, to get me.
It was at least once, maybe twice, that you had to actively be like, wait a second, and go in there while we were just like, so anyway, and then we'd hear,
and I'm like, and nothing would ever come out, but just like, Anyway, sorry if you're listening at home and you're pregnant. Sometimes I'll do like these stories. Where people are like, stop with the noises. I'm pregnant right now. And I'm like, okay. But we had to keep it a secret. And there was like a couple actually edits we had to make because we would say something and I'd be like, well, not my daughter. Yeah. So anyways, we're out and loud and proud with this big ass Billy, and we're going to be girl moms. When I told Jennica I was having a girl, she cried.
I just sobbed because it just like, I used to like be like, I'm not going to say this, but whatever. It's how I feel. I prepare for a boy because I'm so happy for I'm so happy, and I prepare for a boy because that is just so wonderful. But I'm hoping for a girl every time, no matter who it is.
You say a boy, so that Taylor said that so many people do this. She's like, not everyone. There are some people, by the way. You know, I wanted a boy first.
Yeah, I let you want that.
And Taylor's like, you didn't, and I was like, I did.
And she goes, okay, yeah, you do.
Sure. She goes, I think you said you wanted a boy, so you wouldn't be disappointed if it wasn't a girl. And I go, no, I really wanted a boy first so that there'd be an older brother, head of the family, like
also,
whatever.
As a younger sibling, like if you were in jail, would you call your older sister or your older brother? You'd probably call
That is such a good point.
So eldest daughters have got this.
Oh my God, no. And you know what? Do you follow Liz Woods? I must say this every episode. Like seriously, like this episode is not sponsored by Liz Woods. I'm not on her payroll. Like I don't know how to explain to you guys. Like she's just one of my favorite follows. If Courtney could edit every single time I say like Liz Woods, follow Liz Woods.
It's just different outfits.
She's a fantastic follow. Okay, anyways, she is the eldest daughter.
It's
And she just had a daughter. And so she always, and she reshares, I do not get targeted for these because I am so, I couldn't be more of a middle child, little shithead, second born daughter if I tried.
Yeah, you have a lot of awareness, which is important to have. Yeah.
Exactly. Like I know my role, I know my place, and it is not giving eldest daughter.
Right.
My sister, you can meet her in 2 seconds and be like, you ran shit. You're the oldest out of how many?
Like, I'm oldest daughter, granddaughter, I mean,
yes.
And then I brought obviously the first grandkid a little bit soon, but like,
correct.
I built this empire. I look at these grandkids around and I'm like, you don't even know. We didn't have this play set in the back you have now.
I built this empire.
All 14, congratulations on this tree set. We had to play in the church pews in the front yard, which we're loved.
No, literally you're like, I built this city.
Yeah.
That is so fucking funny.
Guys, listen up because Simply Pop is new fruit-forward bevy of prebiotic sodas made with 6 grams of prebiotic fiber to support gut health, vitamin C, and zinc to support immune function. And the best part about it, it tastes delicious. I am seriously obsessed with this. It is so, so, so good. I have so many in my fridge right now. They have a lot of flavors, by the way. They've got, let me run through the flavors. I really was just about to tell you about my favorite one, which is pineapple mango, but I'll give you guys all the flavors, all right? They've got some really, really good ones. They've got 5 of them. They've got pineapple mango, which is my favorite. I'm just like a mango girly. Anything that has pineapple and mango in it, like that tropical feel, so good. But they're all good. They've got lime, they've got strawberry, they've got citrus punch and fruit punch. So whatever tickles your fancy, Simply Pop is going to have that for you with their prebiotic soda. It is so good. And 6 grams of prebiotic fiber, like that's amazing. Your gut health is going to be on fire, all right? Plus that vitamin C and that zinc to help support immune function. I'm always looking out for my immune system. That is what I'm trying to do. But the best part is Simply Pop contains the real fruit flavors that you know and love with no added sugar. When I'm reaching for something to drink, a bevy of choice, I want to make sure it's got no added sugar. Okay, so that makes for the soda to be even so good, a juice would drink it. Okay, soda just got juicy. Okay, it's Simply Pop. It's a new prebiotic soda, and I really, really am just so obsessed with it. They've got so many different flavors. It's delicious, and you just can't beat it. Especially now that it's warming up, get that crisp prebiotic soda that you want without feeling guilty. Okay, so go to cokeurl.com/simplypop to find out where you can try Simply Pop. For a flavor that pops, probably a podcast chooses Simply Pop. Go to cokeurl.com/simplypop to find out where you can try it.
No, that's so Liz always shares, I'm obviously not targeted for these, but I always see these memes and she's always like me and Lil because her daughter's name is Lillian. And she's like always like me and Lil, first daughter energy, first granddaughter energy, like it is what it is. It is what it is. And I'm like, damn, there is some power in that shit.
It's more like to your personality, I think, than your astrology, which it's so wholeheartedly like that is engraved in you, but like your birth order.
Sharon K will tell you
it means a lot.
Day in and day out, she will go, whatever. I think my mom did read a book on birth order, but she was like, "Oh my god!" And we have the same.
This is one of the. I think this is literally one of the things that we first like bonded over, like our family dynamic and how it was literally 3 of us, 2 girls, 1 boy. It just was very Southern pageants. Like it
is so true, and we also do just have a very similar sibling dynamic, and in a great way because there are some times where I'm like talking about something with my older sister. I'm not talking about something the way I'd be, and she'd be like, "Shannon, this is what Marley would say, and I would tell you this." And I'm like, okay, it's kind of nice that you can check me with that. Okay, true.
Very easy to put it in perspective because there's no like family dynamic that needs to be.
Exactly.
We understand.
But birth order is such a fucking thing. It really is. And it really must be a burden to also be the oldest because like I can see it weigh on my sister sometimes and me, and it's crazy because I'm like, nobody asked you to do this.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like that's the part of you're like, this is all on me, but like thank God it is all on me because I want it to be like I want to take care of my brothers and sisters for forever. You know, it's like I do want to be that older sister role and like come in if one of those they try to tell me what to do. Now I always now especially now that they're adults, always listen to their advice and opinions. But like I do get to be like, you're literally dumb, and you get to tell them that. I wouldn't understand. As a 33-year-old,
they're literally like 50 and you're 55, and you're like, I'll tell you about when you're older, babe. Like. You wouldn't understand.
Exactly.
So true. Oh my God. Okay, so we wanted to talk about something. Well, we want to talk about everything, but something that I was so thankful that Jennica was like, "Oh, I thought this would be like really interesting to talk about." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I didn't prepare for anything because I just knew that we'd be like, blah, 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 blah.
We don't need
But you know what? I was like, that is such a good conversation starter. Talking about friend-in-laws.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me the description of what you would say a friend-in-law is. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but for those listening at home.
I know, I feel like it is a thing, but we've always joked about it that for me, my best friend is Maddie. And so because we're so close.
Maddie.
She is your best friend-in-law. Like you have her number, y'all have at this point you have your own relationship. happened with Taylor organically. Like, she's your best friend. We had to get each other's number. We became friends. Whatever.
Yes.
But everything when I come to you, because I tell you like my deepest, darkest secrets, you know everything about me. But we do that for each other. But I also, in those conversations when we're having those serious moments, we know that you're able to tell.
Oh,
Taylor
yeah.
anything. I'm able to tell Maddie anything, and almost sometimes you're go ahead and see what Maddie says about that.
I wanted to make sure that's where you're going, because I was like, we are just very aware that like she knows I'm going to tell Taylor.
Just like that's your husband. You can tell James anything. Like, you're
bitch,
gonna be
no.
No. You know, the best friend-in-law is like, you can anything.
I do not subscribe to that. I do not subscribe to that. I need to make that very clear. If you are my best friend, I am never thinking, of course you told your husband. Ick. No.
I guess
there are certain things.
I don't know how they work. I'm like, what do y'all tell each other everything?
Fucking losers. There are some things that I assume Taylor might bring up with Mike, but those are like things in my brain that are already
not like
approved.
Hot boss, but like if like context is needed, you know, whatever.
One time Taylor said to me like, "You didn't tell James that, did you?" And I go, "What the fuck? Why would I fucking tell James that?" And she was like, "No, okay."
Like, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
No.
Getting brought up
literally tell your husband whatever you want to tell him, but like also get a better girlfriend. Like, you've got to.
Yeah, but just the friend-in-law of it all, of having that.
Yeah. And by the way, my husband is my best friend. Like, I say often to him, like, you're my best friend. But you know what I mean when I say that, right? like I'm so thankful that we get along as friends and we're also married. Yes. How great to have this friendship within our romantic relationship.
Right. It's a package.
But like, bitch, I ain't telling you shit. I wouldn't even tell you what color socks I got on. No, I love you, James. I'll tell you some. He doesn't care that much anyways.
I know they're probably not listening.
Yeah, no, he doesn't listen to this podcast, so that's why I don't tell you shit, bitch. Okay, so friend-in-law. So Maddie, who enough time has passed that I'll let you share the good news.
Oh my God. 2 of my closest friends are pregnant with girls. I can't.
Eileen!
This is a dream come true for me, especially with this just wrapping up with, I always thought that I would be, do I need to push this back to where it was? Sorry.
No.
I always thought that my friends would, I mean, we used to joke that I said, you're going to start moving out to Franklin as soon as I'm ready to get out of here. And then what did everybody start doing? Moving to Franklin as I'm ready to get out of here.
It's true.
I just always thought it would be this dynamic, but I never imagined it really would. Like, it feels like I'm getting to do it all over again.
I know. And also we did like manage like to somehow manifest that Annika would stay here a little bit longer, which is keeping you here a little bit longer. Yeah. You and I just had this conversation.
Turn of events.
And it was such a good point. When you said this, I was like, oh my gosh. Because as long as I've known Jennica, she's like, you know what? And when that baby girl turns 18, I'm out of here. Like, and we were always like, slay. Yep. And then Jennica and I were having this conversation the other day about how Annika is crushing it in her job, in her life, as we knew she would, not surprised. And it just so happens that the crushing of life is happening here. Unexpectedly. So Jenica's like, so I'm just kind of staying here because... And she says this, and I says to myself, oh my gosh. She was like, because, you know, she's 18, and for so long we've been like, doses. Yeah. Tell me what the fuck I would have done if I turned 18 and my parents were like, bye. The way 18 is, you know, Annika, if you're listening to this, we know you're so smart, you're so intelligent, you're so wise beyond your years, but 18 is a fucking baby.
Yeah.
It is a child. It is a child. Not losing my mom. It's not like you would love to lose her. But if my mom moved states.
Right. And even like going to college is different because you're there experiencing the same thing with other people your age.
Correct. You're in a mecca of other people who are also going through the exact same thing. And we all know, like, you have these times where you go back and you visit. There's such a parent component still there. You're still a child in school. There's parents all around you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagining her just like still staying in Franklin doing her job and then you're just in a different state. What the fuck?
I just thought that she would go elsewhere and then I would also
follow her.
Go, and I not right on top of, like, I can be 30 minutes outside. Right. But like, so now it just was a year of like, okay. And the thing is, this is home for me. Like, I grew up here. This is genuine. Of course. Nashville was the only city I saw for the majority of my life. And so I'm not like in a rush to get out of here, but I think now that she did just turn 19, we did have the conversation of like, okay, well, this has been a great, now we knew what we were going to do after high school. You've done it. We're doing it. I still got to get them out.
I know, but like now me and Maddie, I know these girls. So and I just say, Maddie, thank you for really bringing the team home and having that baby girl that she is going to have.
Because like,
oh, we really got to keep for. I feel like that was the last little.
like,
you're not stuck here forever. We would never clip your
Right.
wings like that. Fly where you need to fly, baby bird. We will come shake our asses in Miami with
to be
you.
able to have me on your call log of like an emergency contact for your baby girl is like having
Such a
Santa
flex.
Claus on the fucking line. I'm not fucking kidding.
It's such a flex.
Like I genuinely like was a dance teacher while I was putting her through dance. So like I know how to make homemade like I'm a girl mom. I went from being a girl to having a girl. And then just girl, it's just through.
She's such a girl mom. She was still throwing stunts and back handsprings while pregnant. I mean, now she didn't know.
Yeah.
Now let's preface, she didn't know. But yeah, it's just fantastic. You know what else we couldn't say on the first podcast because I wasn't talking about being pregnant? The amount of times that I've justified something in my pregnancy and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Jennica didn't know for 6.5 months.
She was going to the
She
tanning bed.
was and looking at a fully formed Annika, not some little toddler that you're like, she's perfect. I'm like, that bitch ain't grown up yet. Let's see how that really pans out. Looking at Annika, what a perfect, smart, studious, respectful, gorgeous little girl. I'm fine. Have that turkey sub, mama.
I mean, 6 months.
No, it's crazy.
I was having either turkey or tuna every single day for lunch,
Yeah.
which are
Slay.
you can't do that.
No, but you can. By the way, I do.
after I'd go do back handsprings for 2 hours, then I'd go to the tanning bed.
Don't do that.
I mean, it's just like please don't do any of this. And then I don't even.
It's all so crazy.
It's just.
This episode of Probably Podcast is brought to you by, you guessed it, Huggies Little Snugglers. Now, Huggies is the only leading brand with all-around blowout protection for sizes 1 and 2. I am about to enter the land of blowouts. And you know what? Every single time I post any cute baby item I have, moms love to talk about blowouts. And I get it. They happen. Blowouts are inevitable. They're going to happen, but you guys love to be like, oh my God, that's going to have a blowout on it. Like, yeah, okay, well, guess what? I'm using Huggy Little Snugglers, okay? And I am going to be a little bit more prepared than most because they're the only leading brand, like I said, with all-around blowout protection for sizes 1 and 2. That's right, 1 and 2. Now, blowouts, like I said, they're always going to happen when you don't want them to. They're going to happen on a gorgeous new little bassinet that you don't want it to happen on, but you can ease your blowout anxiety and not worry about it and how you're going to deal with the next inevitable blowout when you switch to Huggies Little Snugglers. Huggies Little Snugglers are up to 100% leak proof with blowout protection in the front and back. You hear me? Front and back. That's iconic. On sizes 1 and 2. So you can feel confident relying on them for your little ones. Huggies Little Snugglers now with blowout protection in every direction. Sizes 1 and 2. Huggies. We got you, baby.
It was, and I can't believe, get you ready to have your, thank goodness you're sitting down. This next year, like it's about to be 20 years since I've been pregnant.
Why does 18 and 20 sound so crazy different?
Like this is her next birthday. She'll be 20, by the way.
Okay.
And then
Annika keeps getting older. And I think in my brain.
No, she's.
No. It's not even that she's 12. I can look at Annika and be like, you're a grown woman. You're so gorgeous. Like, you're a grown up. Look. I still don't correlate that with how many years ago you were pregnant. Do you know what I mean?
No,
I'm like, someone gave her to you 10 years ago. And like, you raised this gorgeous 10-year-old. Now she's 20. You weren't pregnant 20 years ago. You sound like an elder.
Apparently, I found out in February. So it would have been.
My mom was pregnant 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like me, 32. My mom was pregnant 20 years ago. She's like, no, I wasn't.
So that means, oh, by the way, that means that 2,000 babies that are legal in Kendrick were born about 20 years. Were born 20 years ago. Like,
I just got really like, I got to seriously chill.
Yeah.
I gotta
Do you
chill.
know the number one song? This will be so fun to keep in your back pocket the day that Daisy's born. But
Okay.
the number one song that the day that Annika was born was "Hips Don't Lie" by Shakira.
Hips Don't Lie.
By Shakira, yeah. That's such a teen mom song for me.
By the
I was
way,
like, yes.
such a teen mom song. But do you know it would be so iconic if it was number one? And it does have the
What?
capability to be.
What?
Number one song when she's born in a month. It could be Daisies by Justin Bieber.
Oh my gosh, it could be. Oh, we
What
gotta
it was.
keep pushing that.
We gotta.
Are we gonna send everybody
stream
on that
Daisies
day?
right now? This podcast is not brought to you by
For a
Liz
week.
Woods or Justin Bieber's team, but stream
Oh, that'd be
Daisies and
perfect.
follow Liz Woods on Instagram.
Oh, that would be perfect.
That would be cute,
It's just
right?
fun to like tell the times.
Just now, I just thought to myself, what number one song would be like? What's popular right now? And I'm like, it's probably gonna be fucking some Morgan Wallen song.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Mine was "Black and White" by Michael Jackson.
Black and White. What was mine? Will you Google the number? Is it done by month or week?
Your birthday.
Oh, it's your
actual
date. Your
yeah.
date. Will you Google
The number
November
one song, like
22nd?
Billboard Top 100 song of the. It's such a fun fact to have.
1993. Sorry, you got it faster than me. Okay.
It's like when I don't have another go-to fun fact, which having a kid at 14 is pretty fun.
I think that's a pretty fun one.
This is my second.
I'd do anything for love.
I'd do anything for love, but I won't do that.
That's so funny. Huh. Okay.
Well, you know.
Well, who sings that song?
Meatloaf.
That's who.
And
I
by
thought I
the
was gonna
way,
say. That was what I was going to say.
So on brand for me. So you know what gets a bad rep? Meatloaf. I love meatloaf.
We love meatloaf. Did you know this?
What?
I made sloppy joes last night, and it came with our hungry root, which we've been loving.
It came with your what?
We have a hungry root package.
Oh, hungry root. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it said, I sent Annika a picture of the recipes. I'm like, which one do you want? She said, let's do the sloppy joes. I said, perfect.
Okay.
I get out the ingredients, and I'm like, what the heck is this supposed to make? This is not supposed to make a sloppy joe. It was just like 2 hamburger patties, and I diced them up, barbecue.
I don't like knowing that.
And I said,
Are you sure?
surely this is not going to taste like a sloppy joe. And they're doing a healthy version of it. I tasted it. I said,
Are you sure?
this tastes like a sloppy joe.
Gun to my head.
Surely not.
If you said what's in a sloppy joe, I'd say
Barbecue.
I'd say
I mean, now maybe
Meat.
truly, maybe it was a healthy version that they're doing, but I appreciate now that I know that option. I was weirded out by it, but it was awesome.
it tastes like a sloppy joe.
It tastes like a great sloppy joe, and I enjoyed every bite.
I don't know why that wouldn't be. I mean, sloppy joe is predominantly used to like help with like, you know, low income moments where you need to just get something quick on the table. Sloppy joes.
I've had thousands.
So many. But
Barbecue?
I'm like, barbecue sauce?
Yeah, I
Are you
literally
sure?
looked at the ingredients like,
What's that gonna make?
why did that? So I went back over and I said, it surely says sloppy joes. Yep.
Yeah, it's like the ketchup of it all with meatloaf. I'm obviously, as you guys know, I'm a mayo girly. Ketchup, of course, I fuck with ketchup in the way that, like, you know, someone who has it on their secondary condiment list would. Like, it's just not.
We appreciate it from afar.
It's there, but I just like think like ketchup is for picky eaters. Do you know what I mean? Like for me, if I'm going to a restaurant, there's so many options. Why the fucking shit would I get ketchup?
Yeah.
Like I just wouldn't. So when I found out how much ketchup is involved in meatloaf, I was like,
This
just
can't be
basically
right.
just ketchup loaf. Like it's like there's
And then you top,
and then you're topping it with ketchup. Like that's kind of fucking crazy. Yeah, things you don't know.
I know.
Things you don't know.
I appreciated learning. but
Taylor made a
I'm
really
thinking through.
good. Excuse me. Last night,
I need to get that
hamburger helper pasta.
Yeah, it was at the bake thing that she.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
Casserole.
and Annika. I came around the corner. And I said, Taylor posted some sort of hamburger something. She said, I saw that. Would you get the recipe?
It was good as fuck. And then when someone messaged her like, I'm laughing out loud. Like, you did not create this. This has been around for ages. She's like, I know. I just showed you I made it. Like
That's the point. But like I
didn't
saw
say
that
I
and I was like,
invented
I'm
it.
not gonna be happy again until I have that.
you forget about these things. Like, yeah, like you just see something nostalgic. Summer Party always makes some nostalgic ass shit. Like, oh, you know what Danielle Caroline made? Oh my God, we have to talk about the wedding. We just don't talk about like the people, their outfits. Like, I just need to talk about your trip. And your road trip.
And we didn't talk about it so that we would. I kept wanting to text you thing, and I was like, no, we can't. I can't. I have to hold it in.
I needed it to be in person.
Yes.
Okay. One last thing I was going to say was Daniel Caroline posted cowboy caviar. And I was like, fuck, I fucking love that shit. My mom used to always make that for late because we had
It's summer. That is summer.
It's summer and I'm on a houseboat. My parents, I don't know if I ever really talk about this. We used to have this houseboat that like stayed at our house. It was like 2 feet too big to stay at our dock, and my dad and mom were always stressed that DNR was going to come around and be like, that's 2 feet too, like, because basically it needs to be at a marina.
Yeah.
And my parents were like, we're literally not paying for a marina. Like, we the one like, oh, where the fuck would we pay for a marina? And the houseboat was not super nice. Like, I don't think my parents would ever be offended by that. But my mom and dad did gut a lot of it and make it cooler. But it was nice that it wasn't so nice, because then we could just be kids on it. We could just like do whatever we wanted, and they could just like run amok. But when I think of cowboy caviar,
It puts you there.
that is in a giant Rubbermaid Tupperware. I'm downstairs.
What color is it?
The Tupperware?
Like yeah. Is it clear or is it blue?
It's clear with the blue lid.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's giant and it's huge, and we have Tostitos, the fucking Piggly Wiggly brand of Tostitos, and we're just fucking, and it was so nostalgic. When I saw her make that, I was like, oh my gosh,
That's
I need
the
to make
only
that.
time that you stop those summer days, running around
yes.
with your sisters, cousins, friends. Like,
Exactly.
Like that's when you're.
It's so you're inhaling just some like delicious dip your mom made. Oh my gosh,
I
being
can't
a
wait to
mom,
see your like go-to meals that are like.
It'll just be everything my mom made.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely like got my cooking style was different when I met James. Now I'm like, I think I used to think it was so difficult to create a meal.
Yeah.
And then like once we started just making like a protein, a carb, and a vegetable, and then when you put it all together, it looks like, oh my God, even Taylor sometimes would be like, gosh, you made the most gorgeous meal. And I'm like, Taylor, it was a potato, okra, and then the meat. Like it's really not. It's actually so much more doable. Now this is coming from someone who literally works from home and has a husband and no children or responsibilities for the most part. So like I will bear in mind that when I have a bunch of like kids running around, I might be like, we're having sloppy joes tonight, motherfuckers.
Yeah, but you'll learn their favorite things too.
Exactly.
Then that'll help.
Yeah. Was Annika a picky eater?
No, she would eat grass off the ground. She
Me
would
too.
eat anything.
Me
and
too.
it was so nice because we were just raised picky. Like we didn't eat anything besides like chicken. So I like, even when I got to college, I was like, I've got to try this like salad thing. Like, give me a salad. So I just like wanted to make sure Annika was like not like that. And so I just would make sure that, and she didn't care. And she was like, why aren't you eating this broccoli? It looks like a tree. And I'm like, I don't like it. And she's like, okay, weird.
Hey, you're weird.
Yeah. So she just never, ever.
Oh, that's
cared.
great.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's dinner time coming up soon, and what do I have? I have dinner dread. That's right. I'm just decision fatigued these days. It's just where I'm at in my life. Okay. Maybe it's the pregnancy. Maybe I'm just over it, but I am truly like, what are we making for dinner? I cannot be asked. I cannot be asked. That's a very British term. Can't be asked. Anyways, I've been able to ease my dinner dread, which starts around 4 p.m. honestly, with Stouffer's, because Stouffer's is convenient. It's there for you, and it is always going to be delicious. One thing about Stouffer's, they are consistent. They've been consistent since I have been a young little whippersnapper. My mom used to make Stouffer's. I freaking love Stouffer's. It's so good. You know, the iconics, the favorites, the classics, lasagna. You can't go wrong with a Stouffer's lasagna. Name something better. You can't. Okay, fine. Maybe the Stouffer's mac and cheese. Okay, maybe the Stouffer's mac and cheese. But now they've really gotten crazy with it. Stouffer's, they're upping the ante. Okay, they've got these innovative air fryer entrees and sides, which I love. I love a crispy side. You know what I mean? When you have a cheesy, melty main, nothing better than a crispy, crunchy side. And when you put those things in the air fryer, that's what you're going to get. And so I love that they have these air fryer options, providing even more convenient and satisfying options whenever you need them, you know? So when the clock strikes dinner, think Stouffer's, okay? Stouffer's is your favorite tasting meal right when you need it. Just get rid of that dinner dread. I love Stouffer's. If you guys want to find Stouffer's, you know where to find it, baby. It's in the freezer aisle today.
Okay, so you just went to an amazing wedding. Gorgeous. Gretchen. New last name.
Woman.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so beautiful. Tell me about the road trip that you took to get there. So
this is like, when we got invited to this wedding, we were like, okay, it was in Cape Cod. So I was like, we've never been to Cape Cod. That's the furthest north we've ever been. Like, we've only been to New York.
And not for me or anything. This is not, I obviously know geography so well. Explain where Cape Cod is.
So if I was to fly into it, we'd have to fly into Boston and then drive down. And it's in, you know, that part of Massachusetts that kind of like, You would recognize it if you saw it. You would recognize it if you saw it. There's a little hook that comes around.
Do I know that part of Massachusetts?
Okay, I was a geography nerd, so maybe I just really know the states.
No.
Okay. So Massachusetts has a little like
boot.
Yeah, it kind of like curves out a little bit, and
what
that
state is a boot?
Louisiana.
Oh,
right. That's the boot.
There's a state that's a boot.
Okay, and then Italy's a boot.
Period.
We know about that. Okay, so
I know, Queen. That's what we know about, and we do.
We come around, and so it's like a little. There's Cape Cod, and then there's little towns throughout Cape, because it's really like
it's called the Cape.
Yes, it's called the Cape.
Okay,
and the specific town that we went to was Chatham, and we actually have.
We're both giving Cape Cod energy right now.
We are. We actually have. You remember this story? A few years ago, my grandmother met her soulmate late in life.
You have family there. That's right. And you kept posting that, and I kept being like, what is she talking about?
Yeah, and then people were like, wait, you have family there, but you've never been there? Like, what do you mean? I'm like, I didn't know about this family until a few years ago.
Yes. Do you know, I was watching your story, like, what fucking family does she have there? But duh, I know that story. Right. Okay, yes.
So my grandmother found her soulmate, like, late in life, and he genuinely, like, maybe not even 2 years before he passed, found out they had a son.
Yes.
Fully grown son. So
yes.
I offered, they were kind of not halfway, but I could host them both here. So I had them all in Nashville, and they're from Chatham. And when they were down, and we were having just the best time. It just really did feel like family immediately.
Good.
And they were like, if you're ever in Chatham, like, please come. And I was like, I'll make my way there eventually somehow. And I was like, this is perfect.
How far away was it from the area that the wedding?
Literally like 8 minutes. 8 minutes.
What?
8 minutes. And
really?
I had looked at Airbnbs because I'm not going to be like, hey, remember, like,
right, yeah.
So I had like Airbnbs, and I had just texted being like, hey, if we'd love, because they have several of the like cutest shops in, like, imagine the little whites and stuff here. That's what, it's a rubber duck store down. Like, it's the
Can we go back?
Of course. And I would like hear the parents bartering like way down the main street. Like, if we make it to the duck store and you're good, you'll get to pick out any duck you want. And I would like, it's so cute. So I texted and was like, we're coming to chat. Like, we would love to see you guys meet up. We're coming for a wedding, so we'll be there the whole weekend. Whatever makes sense. Like, we'll do breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, my sister was supposed to stay in town this weekend of this new barn house that we just finished remodeling. Like, we'd love for you to be the first guest. I was like,
wow.
Well, we're also bringing our dog. And she was like, we're dog friendly. I have 4. And I was like, this is.
I am a lucky girl, and everything lucky happens to me.
So we were like, absolutely.
People.
And Annika genuinely, like, she loves a road trip. And I don't know if it's like the family, like, dynamic of it all, or the, like, you just, because we went to like cheer competitions and stuff 2 hours away, whatever, but like that girl,
my sister and her wife are obsessed. I don't know why I understand Lauren. My sister and Lauren are obsessed
more
with
than 3 hours. I'm like, get me on a train or a plane. I'm not doing that shit.
But they take their dog too. They love a road trip. Yeah. But they would drive from South Carolina. When they lived in New York, they would be like, we'll just drive down. I'd be like, what is fucking wrong with y'all? Annika
convinced me to drive to New York probably 2 or 3 years ago now. And because you're going through the Appalachian Trail the whole entire time, like it's beautiful the whole way, but it just wasn't bad. And then this last time we went, I thought we were going to make it like maybe outside of New York. I was hoping for like Newark, but that was going to be driving for like 14 hours for that day. We spent the night at Yale. We woke up in Franklin, Tennessee, and we spent the night. We drove and spent the night at New Haven, Connecticut.
You know, I'm like like I say this all the time to certain friends. I'm like a fan of your work. Like there's just certain friends of mine that I'm like, oh my God, it's so lucky that I'm their friends, but also like I'm a fan of their work. Like I say it to Claudia all the time. Yes. Like sometimes I feel weird because I'm like, literally like what, like, because I don't expect there are my, like Taylor doesn't like consume all my content the way that like she doesn't listen to my podcast. Like I am a listener.
There's
of
a couple of your vlogs that I've watched twice. Don't you think she should post more vlogs? Like if she'll just film it, I'll edit it. Come on, girl. It's not the time. We'll
I've got a lot of free time coming up. I love you for saying that. I do love vlogging, but there's just like, how much long form content can I do? No, I love watching your TikToks. I love watching Annika's TikToks, and like certain ones of my friends, I'm like fans of their work. Like Paige Lorenz.
It's fun to keep you up.
I'm a fan of your work. Like, love your work, Paige. Like I just can like, they're my friends, so I find comfort in them. But then they're also like my comfort creators, which is a blessing, right? And so, anyways, I watched that vlog, and I just kept waiting for y'all to fucking stop, because it was like hour 1, hour 2, hour 3, and I really was like, I even actually got a little bit like mom friend where I'm like, they should stop. They need to pull over.
Well, this time we usually drive until the other one like can't drive anymore and switch, and then by that point you're pissed off. You're just like
100%
eyes hurt. We pretty much we map out now also like the rest stops or
smart.
And the only place we stop in Tennessee, because you're in Tennessee for 4 hours. The first 4 hours.
You forget how long it is.
We stop at Buc-ee's only. That's the only stop we get in Tennessee.
Slay.
Then once we get to the Virginia line, we get to stop at that Welcome Center. But it's just no gas. I mean, you're in, you're out, pee or not. Like, take a picture with the sign. Let's go.
Virginia's for lovers. Let's go.
Then you're in Virginia the whole day. You're in Virginia for...
The TikTok kept being like, we're still in Virginia.
I mean,
we're still in Virginia.
Thank goodness
we're
it was
still in
beautiful.
Virginia. And I was like, oh my God. How? Because, I'm so good at math. Maps. I was like... I can't picture Virginia, but like, what does it look like?
There's only one long way in Virginia, and that the highway is on that line. If you go straight across it anyway, it's fine. But like, we went the long.
You had to go across it.
Yeah, and then it's like you're in Pennsylvania and Maryland for like 30 minutes. It just pop. But it was so much fun. We just switched every time that like we never were tired of driving. And once we got like 2 hours outside of Newark, I was like, how much longer do you have driving while like the sun wasn't down yet? It's still summer, so like the sun wasn't.
Right.
That helped us a lot.
Right.
And I was like, we're going to be going towards the top of Manhattan. Like we're going through Manhattan. So, like we need to either stop before we get on
into all that
or try to make it like past that. And Annika was like, I think we should just keep going. So we kept going and we made it all the way to New Haven, Connecticut.
That is just, I thought I had to like reread it too. I was like, but they were driving to Connecticut, weren't they? I was like, they did the whole thing. I was like, no, Cape Cod.
No, and then we still had 5 hours the next morning.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it was, and having the car there. But we did it also after I had this, like, the road trip was mapped out, and that was going to be our vacation for the year. And then Maddie's husband surprised her with Gracie Abrams tickets in New York.
I know.
And I looked at the date. And Maddie literally texted me, and she was about to call AJ, and I said, "Do not call her. Do not call her."
Right.
Those are the dates I think that we will be coming through New York, maybe that exact day. And so once I realized that was a thing, I was like, we have to. Annika is such a concert goer. We used to not do vacations because what the heck am I going to do at 18 with a 4-year-old going to
Correct.
Where am I going to go? The gas stations and the movie theaters is what we're doing. And so we just went to concerts. And so she's a concert girl.
She loves a concert. So she was at Gracie Abrams, of course, saw a role model, was just so excited.
Yes.
Oh my God.
But the wedding was, I mean,
it was just all my favorite people in one spot looking so fabulous too.
Like Gretchen is such a happy person to be around. Like she just like glow. I mean, you can just tell that she genuinely
But you know what she gives off, for someone that doesn't know her personally very well at all, like she gives off this like pureness. Is that correct?
She's just she wants the best for everybody and is so happy and just is just truly just a wonderful friend, wonderful person, and like deserves all good things, you know.
Yes.
And it's just like when you are around people especially at their wedding and it's a bunch of people that like love the same person as you. Like, I kept going around corners and then her husband grew up on like, I don't know if it was like a cul-de-sac, but I kept meeting like every family of their neighborhood. And I kept being like, and it just honestly, like your wedding, like I always loved James, but after your wedding and hearing his family and friends speak about him that way, I was just like, I'll never think about him. Like it just,
and it's so
you get
sweet.
to know him in a different way. I never would have known Max like that.
Thinking about something, I was in the family group chat with James's family, and we were saying, and I was like, oh yeah, I have a podcast with Taylor and then Jennica today, and I was so close to being like my friend Jennica, and I was like, his family's obsessed with you. Oh, I love his family. Like his family loves you, and it was like so great to have Annika there too, and his friends like. It really was, and there was something too about we obviously did have a smaller wedding, so people really got to like get to know each other more as well. But like I am so thankful that there's this like large group of people in another country who I don't have to explain my best friends to. I'm not like, well, okay, so she's like, they're like Annika and Jennica is such, and obviously you guys know this, we've talked about it before, but like Bella and Annika immediately.
I'm so thankful that they both had each other, which they would have both been fine with it.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. And you know what's so funny? We like made sure, Jolie is Bella's best friend, and she's like basically like a little sister to James too, and like I love Jolie, so like it was never, they weren't like, I mean they did because numbers were tight for our wedding, so when they were like, we were thinking, you know, just so Bella has some company and like someone her age, if Jolie could come, we weren't like we have to think about it, we were like, yes, of course. But it is crazy to think, had Jolie not been there, like Bella and Annika would have been
they spent the night together, like they literally I had to come pick her up from y'all's hotel.
I know. It was so much more fun that they had the three of them there because it's such an iconic little trio. But
Annika was 18 at your wedding.
Yes.
She was 18 then.
I'm disturbed.
Wild.
It's crazy.
It really does. Like it's so cliche that people say it goes by as fast as it does, but it really does. Just like the thing is though that nobody tells you, because it's like they go by so every phase is, if not more fun, just as fun. And like you're still like actively mourning these phases that you are experiencing and then getting out of, but like you're then excited for the next one. Like you're just like, I'm not like super trying to get out right at this moment to leave Annika, because I know that next step is right around the corner. She's about to either live with roommates or
it's crazy.
She'll eventually live with somebody else.
I know.
We're like, that's gonna happen, and then I can go do those things. But
do you ever like go to weddings and you're like, I'm gonna be at my daughter's wedding? Did you ever freak the fuck out and think, I'm gonna be at my daughter's wedding? I'm gonna be mother of the bride at my daughter's wedding? Like, what the fuck?
I know. It's because like
wait, I can't. Sorry, that just hit me. Like, I'll be the mother of the mother of the bride at a wedding one day. What the fuck?
And you will have seen like a whole life. You'll see them to like take all their choice, and it just like when I moved out of this freaking apartment that we've lived in the last 4.5, 5, almost 5 years.
Can't talk
when
about
I
that
was
TikTok.
about to, when I was closing the door, you just like see
can't
all the
go
scenes
home.
like flashing through, and it's like you do. Sometimes I look at her when she's sleeping and she's making that exact face that she made when she was 3 after this, and you're just like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like you just never. It just keeps getting better though, and like then you get to start wearing their clothes.
And then you get to wear their clothes. She's gonna be like, take that off. Oh my god. Oh, I can't wait.
Guys, as summer winds down, I am all about refreshing my wardrobe, but the things that I'm trying to do, and I really realized this with pregnancy, when your wardrobe definitely has to shift, it's important to have staples, right? Like I was buying more clothes and I was like, I don't want to just buy a bunch of crap. I want some staples. I want staple pieces for the seasons ahead. Now, Quince nails it. They nail it every time with luxe essentials that feel effortless, look polished, and perfect for layering and mixing. That's the key to staples. When you just layer really good staples, like having a really, really good sweater collection, I just feel like is iconic to mix and match and layer. The styles are versatile, and I just find myself reaching for them over and over again, which is great because that also means things are more sustainable, which we love. We love sustainable fashion. But you know what we love more than that? Cashmere, silk. But I don't want to pay cashmere prices because cashmere is so expensive, okay? So think chic cashmere and cotton sweaters, but starting at just $40. $40. Like Quince really is that girl. They got washable silk tops, classic denim pants, timeless styles that you just keep coming back to. And if you're trying to extend your summer a little bit longer and you're like, I'm not done with European summer yet, Shannon, Euro summer just started for me, baby. They have really cool linen pieces as well, which is amazing. And the reason Quince can give these prices to you guys is because they're literally half the cost of similar brands. They work with top artisans and they cut out the middleman, right? So they don't have all that fluff in the middle and then charge you for it. Quince gives you luxury without the markup. They pass those savings on to you, which is incredible. And my favorite part about Quince, and this is tried and true, they only work with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices with these premium fabrics and finishes. But like I said, sustainable and a company that's doing right by their workers. I love that. Love that so much. So right now what I'm eyeing from Quince is honestly more of their cashmere. I just can't have enough cashmere and I want some more sweaters. I'm about to have this bebe in the fall and I'm so ready for fall season, and I'm definitely going to get more of their Mongolian. Like they have this like boat neck sweater in this really pretty blue that I really, really want. Okay. That's what my eyes are looking for. So if you're listening and you want to get me a gift, go to Quince. Okay. Now elevate your fall wardrobe essentials with Quince. Go to quince.com/probably for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/probably to go get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/probably.
We also have to talk about, because after your road trip, so wait, how long were you gone? I was texting Courtney like I need Jennica on the podcast, but I don't know if she's still in New York. I was like, I cannot tell she was there for so long.
We were gone for a minute, and also
you drove back, right?
I met so many wonderful. We're both are. I don't fangirl, but like when I meet people that I have like watched, I'm like, I get so excited. And I'm like,
of course.
I want to tell you that you do great. You're doing a great job.
I love your work.
Like I do this for a job too, and I consume your stuff all the time.
Yes.
Brooke Michio.
I
know I would love her because I do like love her stuff and like watch, but like in person,
you guys would vibe so hard together. Actually, it's so fun. Brooke and Danielle are my favorite because they are so similar and they're best friends, but they're actually so different. And this actually in a very similar way that me and Taylor are really kind of like, but
love Danielle too.
Yes, of course. But it's giving, they give Powder Puff Girls.
You know, I feel like it's like there's so many like duo podcasts, and then there's people say like, are you a Danielle,
are you at this or are you at this?
Yeah.
Yes. It's like a JC and
she's a reader. Like she just
100%. Like she loves a festival. Like she's a festival girly.
I had to like come to the point in the conversation where I was like, okay, you've been talking to her a long time. Like you gotta
let her go, and then you're like, but I don't want to.
You're so cool.
No, go while you're still on top. No, Brooke would literally been like, I'm having the best time talking to you. She's such a vibe. Danielle's such a vibe, and they are such different vibes too, which is so. I love a duo like that.
But I knew that you had knew them, so I was like, I can't wait, because you had always said, oh, you'd love them, and we finally crossed paths.
Oh, that's so iconic, and everyone, it really did look like a fucking fashion show.
It was so fun. I was like scouting out dresses every night, and 100%. Each night I went up to the girl that I deemed as best dressed, and I said, I just need you to know
you're best dressed.
Yeah, you on this was my favorite of the night, and there's a lot of options here.
I've got notes,
so I did both nights. I
tallied the scores, and it's you. So do with that what you will.
I mean, it was so fun. I got to go up to people and congratulate them on their engagement. But it's just like we do know each other because we're all in the we all do the same thing.
And you appreciate when someone comes up to you and says that kind of stuff.
It's like, oh, Annika's gotten so big. It's like, yeah.
It's like, okay, so did you guys drive back?
Yeah. Okay, so
And then I wanted to talk about how when you texted me and you're like, I've been home.
Mm-hmm.
I've just, okay, so let's talk about it.
I am in the middle of a crisis because the thing is I'm going to move. Like it's going to happen. I'm going to move. I want to experience a lot of things because y'all got to keep in mind, I didn't get to go to college where I wanted to go because I have been raised as a human. And so now it's time for me to get to make those crazy it's fine that they're a little bit crazy.
Now it's Miami. Miami or nowhere.
It is. I for sure have 3 options, maybe 4.
Okay.
And I'm still 100% open to all 4.
Okay.
But I want to live like 3 months in either Miami, New York, Chicago, or Boston. I just feel like it is going to be Miami.
It's giving Miami, and it's giving like I will be visiting you.
Because I feel like I could like retire, like I could live the rest of my life in New York. I could move to New York and never leave and like be the 80-year-old going down the street. Like I genuinely could see myself living in New York for forever. So if I'm gonna do, I don't want to. The next thing I do to then be the like
last thing you do.
Yeah. Be able to bop around. So I feel like I need a little stint. One of my best friends lives there. She's a sports reporter there, and so I'm like, I already have friends there. I have. Just give me a little moment, and then.
And it's giving you. You look like someone from Miami. Like you don't look like you're from Franklin. Like no shade to Franklin at all. Like you just aren't giving Franklin. You aren't giving Tennessee. You're giving Miami.
The thing is, we were in Barnes & Noble, and I looked around the corner, and I texted AJ, "Hey, girl, your dream man is here." He was like a 6'2", 19, 20-year-old kid, gorgeous, picking up books. With his little athlete, with his little NYU basketball like backpack on. So I see her come around the corner taking her hair down, getting ready, and she's like, I can't even talk to him. I can't. She was like, he was so
what do you
gorgeous.
say?
She's like, I can't even talk to him.
It's
like this is
like
the one day we're on a walk doing it. Like I can't.
Also, I'm so fucked up. I'm like a dream guy like that doesn't exist in a library. He's giving the guy from You. He's giving.
He was stalking somebody. Yeah,
that
so
man's
then,
up to nefarious things. Actually,
the next day we're walking down the Upper East Side, and we just randomly ended up there. Annika turns and looks at me, and I'm like, okay, these are panic eyes. I look up, my dream man, cute. He's walking.
And she knows that.
And she knows that. And so I'm like, don't make it obvious.
I thought you were going to say y'all saw that guy again, and I'm like, it's giving me and James. It's giving me and James.
He was the most beautiful man I've ever laid on. He was, and that happened to me last time I was a man, and to the point that I'm like, I'm downloading that. Like, I'm getting back out there.
I'm done on the apps.
I'm done.
I'm back on the apps.
Like, I have literally been on a date since 2017, I think, and I'm like, I'm ready to give it my all.
Jennica, I think it was sooner.
And
I think it was longer. Sorry. I think it's been longer. 2017 feels generous.
No, I feel like
when did we meet?
I started working at Warby Parker in 2016, and I feel like I had one more year of like my friends making me go on one date a year in me after that.
I have, as long as I have been friends with you.
You've not seen me go on a date.
Not one. Do you know that the first time you go on a date will be the first time I see you go on a date? We've been friends for a decade.
I'm gonna have to get ready here. I'm not gonna know.
Like, bitch, it's not 2017. So, okay,
I walk by him and I'm like, I'm gonna risk it all for this man. But
she's
also,
like, am I gonna go on a
the
date?
age where I assume now
people are married.
Everyone's married.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I go in thinking
that's
a married man, even if he doesn't have a ring on. Even if he looks at me and goes, he's a married man. Like I do not give up. I need proof, screenshots, timelines, everything.
Correct.
No, there's not a case where I'm not going to believe somebody's not.
Sorry, if you're listening, not watching, like Jennica just like sexually licked her lips. She's like, if he looks at me and goes, like he's married.
Well, I mean, just like accidentally. Remember one of the guys that I last like had a fling with. I was gonna see him. I put you in a group message with some of my friends. I said, what's it gonna be? And she's like, hey, he just had a baby. And I was like, I wasn't even gonna I'm past the age of like.
No, I get it.
I'm always. Yeah. Like I don't even like the man that to begin with, probably. So
I like the best when I met James. Like, remember I thought he was so much younger, which is why I lied about my age. That's probably otherwise I'd be like
he
divorced or
has
married,
a wife and kids. Yeah.
Yeah, or like 100% divorced. Yeah. Like
so
for sure.
I every time I'm like I'm ready to risk it all, and then I get back here and I'm like let's update this profile picture, and I'm like,
ew.
Everybody here looks the same.
Yeah.
Every single person in this town looks like Morgan Wallen, and let me tell you, I went to high school with that guy. I mean, I didn't go to high school with him.
No.
Every person that I went to high school with,
it
looks exactly like him.
And I know it happens in different geographical regions. Like I know it's like a thing. Like here, everyone looks the same because they're all wearing the exact same outfit. They're wearing the exact same.
Even if they have that like edgier twist going, like more sporty or more prep, it's the same item of like it's
and now that men are dabbling in our things and they're getting like now they all have this like curly flow, and I'm like, you guys are actually like, they're getting perms. Like the kids are getting perms these days the same way that like our kids got frosted tips and everyone had frosted tips. Like now I'm like, look at that kid with his little head full of curls, and then I'm like, wait, he has a perm. He has. Wait, I just saw another. He has straight hair in these photos. Like, what is happening? Like, they all are actually morphing into each other, and it happens. Like, I get it, whatever. But it is true. You go to different areas, and I mean, I just did a podcast with Taylor where I was like asking people to submit like stuff about boys, and someone was like, I'm moving to Nashville and I'm so scared because all TikTok is saying is how horrible dating is.
It's horrible.
And I was like, oh,
because there's so many pretty girls. I mean,
I know
there are truly every single girl.
It's 3-1 still, isn't it?
Maybe if not more. And especially when you're at those bars, especially when you walk in Tin Roof and you're like, dang, I spent extra time on these brows just for
that
her highlight reel so much better than mine.
To look in.
Yeah, it's just like,
it's crazy. We were just talking about how pretty the girls are these days.
I went
in
out
Nashville.
Literally, I think it was like over the holidays, and I was like, I've not been out. Let me put a little bit extra elbow grease into this. You know, I'm gonna really look gorgeous. And I look and felt gorgeous until I walked into one of those bars, and I said,
oh. And let me tell you
just
something.
Look a little different.
One thing about me and Jennica,
and I don't care.
We're confident.
Yeah,
we're confident. We know we're gorgeous. We know we're
but it is still
stunning.
Shocking.
But there's something about everyone else also being gorgeous and stunning around you. You're like, it didn't used to always be so full of us. And wow.
And
everyone's beautiful.
We did just zoom to the front of those lines. We used to, and now there's a time or two when I have to. There's been an occasion I've had to wait.
Me, I'm like, am I too old to be here? Am I hotter than these little bitches? You know, what's the fucking movie? What movie is that from?
I can see her saying it. Am I too old to be here?
Is it Knocked Up?
It's got to be.
It's something like
what's her name?
Her name is. Am I still hotter than these little bitches?
It's definitely her. But yeah, so which by the way, Annika is now. All of her friends are frolicking off to college.
Right.
And so she says, I'm gonna go visit them all.
Oh.
So I just like really do think back to it is crazy the way I acted in college, and I had a child.
I don't think she's gonna act like
well, the thing is,
you know, I'm sure all moms say that about their kids.
When you get to a party and you're 19, 20 and you see a cute boy, like it's just, and you're with your friends and there's just something that, especially when you're at these SEC schools and
I tell you what, I don't care if they all look the exact same. Love. Yeah. You guys already know this is a finance podcast, okay? You guys know it is. So what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about Monarch money. We're going to actually talk about, like, where does the money go? Do you know what I mean? Like, I have a really tough time tracking it. I know you guys are going to be like, well, stop spending so much money, but I can't. And someone like me who just knows her ways, let's at least figure out a smart way to track them, okay? And that is where Monarch Money comes in. It's really amazing because when I have my retail therapy, my online shopping, my food deliveries, my dining out, my entertainment, rideshare services, blah, 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 all these things, I kind of sometimes get a little overwhelmed with like where and how much is going to what. So Monarch Money is amazing because finances can be messy and confusing. You know, as much as this is a finance podcast, I'm not a math girly. So Monarch Money is going to act like your personal CFO. We love that chief financial officer, giving you full visibility and control so that you can stop earning and start growing. And that's what it's really going to help you do. And James is like so much better at this kind of stuff than I am, but he loves that I'm trying to now make my money work for me. And of course, he knows he can never stop me from spending what I want to spend, but it's more than your average budgeting app. By the way, sometimes there's too many apps you can get. This is kind of like all in one place, which I love. It's a complete financial command center for you and your accounts, your investment, your goals. It's really great. So if you guys want to have like a more clear financial picture, financial dreams, because this can sometimes feel out of reach, right? Monarch makes managing your money simple, even for busier lives. I know we got a lot going on, so sometimes the last thing you want to do is sit down and do any accounting, myself included, but you are able to track your spending, your savings, your investments effortlessly, so you can focus on
what really matters. Making those life goals a reality with money, like you just got to manage your money correctly. And I learned a lot from James, but this Monarch money app is just really helpful in kind of pulling it all together. So the finance tool that people actually love, myself included, join over 1 million households. It is also named Wall Street Journal's best budgeting app of 2025, which is iconic. So get control of your overall finances with Monarch Money. Use code PROBABLY at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. That is 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with code PROBABLY.
I think back to my senior year when I visited all my friends that were in college. And I mean, we were just up to absolutely no good. Good.
And I'm thankful in a way that there's a couple of things in life that she was definitely exposed to a little bit young. And there's things that I've done wrong. All parents. But of course. But my brother did take her to her first frat party. So at least and she's seen, she literally did, I used to have the pre-games at my house because then I had to put my child to bed and go to bed and then everybody else would go out.
Yeah.
So it's she's been exposed to it all, which is fine. But it's you do as a parent, you want them to experience these things, but it's hard for me not to follow her around with a knife. I'm for anybody looking at her because the looks that she gets looks like she's an 19-year-old girl.
Oh my gosh,
now.
it's so, because she is. It's so crazy. The way that I just pray that my daughter's not as boy crazy as I was. How do I make sure she's not as boy crazy as I was?
Annika
I would do anything for love, and I would do
I would do that.
I would do it all.
I was thought it would be hilarious to look back and to see what my first Amazon purchase was, and it wasn't until it wasn't. It was
wait, how do you wait? This is very interesting.
You go to your account purchases. I went you can scroll by year, and I just went to the very first year that it gave me, and it gave me my first purchases. So I was this will be so funny to look back on. It was for me a Harry Potter iPhone case, and for Annika some crazy iPhone case, and then 3 books on golf.
No, I was not expecting that. No. Why?
Because I would do
I know why.
Anything for love. And he didn't even like me.
Wait, and by the way, he did not like me.
He did not. And it took me years to figure that out. If I would have just stopped with the books and thought, maybe you don't like golf.
It's giving Cubs debit card.
I can tell you what a birdie was. Now I don't know because I don't care because I don't like golf.
She can tell you what fucking Massachusetts looks like. Is there anyone in there into geography?
I like geography.
Oh my God, no! It's giving Cubs debit card, which I still have my Cubs debit card.
So I understand that I have work to do. I had work to do on myself. I had work to do on myself. But I think it's gonna be once I'm either in a different city or.
Would you call Annika out if she did something if you just saw her reading golf books one day? Would you be like?
She has she's being called out currently.
And for what? No, we don't have to blow her spot up. You can tell me after the podcast.
She just, she's not a do anything for love. She does it for herself.
She doesn't strike me as the type.
She doesn't even, she had one, the guy that she on and off throughout whatever, but, and then here and there, but never anybody that she's
literally been stop blowing up my fucking spot.
Yeah, because
bitches.
she just really does like her things the way she is, and she knows that she doesn't let people treat her like she doesn't.
No, she's
deserve to be treated, and
period poof.
Whatever, but I could see her really like when she does like a boy. I think that she's gonna. Listen, that's why I'm not in a hurry to move because I'm she could like a boy any day, and I'll lose her. Not
at any point now she could like a boy. Fuck.
But it's gonna be crazy to watch her because. I mean, you got to have a couple crazy relationships. You got to have a couple.
Hey, me and Taylor just had this whole conversation. We are better equipped as parents, as women, as friends because of all the crazy shit.
Yeah.
Not even crazy shit. Your usual fucking normal shit. Because we were cheated on, we are well equipped to handle a friend, a daughter, anyone like that. They are shitty things that happen to you so that you can be a tool for others. And that's what I'm screaming. But yeah, I mean, I don't I don't wish ill on my daughter's relationships, but I'm not like, I hope she meets a boy
as long as it's
in
healthy.
college and then they get married. Like, I'm like, well,
she'll have some hookups here.
Roll around in the mud if you need to a little bit, girl.
Exactly.
Like, live your life. But that's how Sharon K was.
As long as it's healthy, like even the back and forth that she does, like it's not something that I want necessarily like support and think.
Right.
But it's not unhealthy.
It's life.
Not toxic. Like once it gets to those points, you have to. But
of course.
She just has to have her own experiences because then once you start telling your kid what experiences they're gonna have,
that's what it boils down to.
They start hiding things from you. They start wanting that other experience even more. Like you just have to be truthful.
You just said it perfectly. Like your children have to have their own experiences. And my mom did a really good job. Even if she'd be like, "Girl, I already went through this and I already did this," I'd be like, "You don't understand. Not the way I did though." Yep. Like, and my mom's probably like 10 times worse, bitch. You don't even know. But like, no, you have to let your children have their own experiences and figure it out. Sometimes they just have to figure shit out.
Sometimes watching, but I mean, sometimes it is like, look at, they figured that shit out on their own.
And then you know what? Like, I'm just so excited for that. I'm sure this has happened to you a couple times that you're just like, Slay. Like, at some point, the daughter is gonna go, "You were right."
Oh yeah.
And that is like, that's what will get me through letting them have their own experiences. And I'll try to say something and she'll be like, "You don't understand." And one day, the way that I have so many times said to my mom, one of these days, Daisy's gonna look at me and go, "And you were right."
Even the like bad things that that are coming, that you're like, "Oh dang, we're probably gonna go through that." I remember even when they were actively happening, I was like, "Oh, well, this is just the time that she says she hates me."
Yeah. Oh,
this is not.
I know that.
This is it.
This will be over soon.
Yeah, and so then like the next day, it's like, "Mom," and it's like, And
you're like, and I remember that part too.
And I could have been devastated then for and that just eating me alive because obviously no parent ever wants to hear that, but it just these things are they're gonna be as much peak as there's gonna be pits.
There's gonna be pits and there's gonna be peaks. I just remember that. I think the first time I said to I don't think I ever said I hate you to my mom. Maybe we weren't allowed to say hate in our house. It's a different story for a different day. Like, it was a bad word in our house. I could only say, like, we strongly dislike. You strongly dislike something. So I think, like, maybe I'd like, "Ooh, pop off, queen. I strongly dislike you." I was just,
or maybe you bit down and you were like, "I'm saying hate," so she knows how much I mean. Like, you just like you go to those extremes when you're a kid. You don't know how to find your emotions.
Even saying that now, I'm just like, I'm so sad. I would never say this to mom, but I think I did. And I'm just like laughing because I'm like pretty sure like Sharon K would always pop like, "Yeah, you're not my cup of tea right now either, sister. You're not my favorite person either right now." Like, and or whatever. And then if I would ever tell her I was bored, I'm bored. She'd be like, "Uninteresting people are bored," or "Interesting people aren't bored." Like, and I'd be like, "Damn, like, damn." Boring people are bored. Read. Yeah, now that I was read to filth. Boring people are bored. Oh wait,
I brought you some gifts.
Is this gift for me?
Okay, well this one's just a fun one because our girl is gonna be from Nashville. Also, I have had my phone in my. I'm sorry that this is.
No, I love that. I saw it when you walked in. Obsessed.
But like,
did you get it from the duck store
all the time? No, I wish I would have. Okay. She's a Nashville gal.
Okay.
So she's going to have to know her roots.
Period.
This is Dolly Parton's it's just a cute little book. Okay. Cute. But the reason that I really went is because one of my favorite things to do as a mom was those reading bedtime. You just get those, and then those reading bedtime stories turn into like watching The Real Housewives together later in life. It just, you establish that bedtime together.
Routine. Look at this book. Stop. Goodnight Starts Hollow.
The Gilmore Girls Goodnight Starts Hollow. How cute is this? So it's so fun to like, we talked about it earlier, like mom read. Like
you give voices and you do that little extra which I've always, me, a performer at heart.
This is your time to shine.
This is my time to shine. Claudia talks about this. She's like, I literally can't wait to sing to my child because I'm like a generational talent.
Do you know, I read this to Jennica this morning. I said, let me read it to you. And then I told Maddie, I said, listen to this book I got her. And she said, "Oh my gosh, this weekend my mom and I were shopping and she read me an entire book in the middle of the store."
Stop, I'll cry.
Not us having both mom and daughter moments, but it's just like,
I'll cry.
There's a quaint little town where you can sometimes smell snow. It's covered in twinkle lights and called Stars Hollow.
Oh my God, it's such a mom read. No, it's such a thing. And it's called Stars Hollow. No, it's so true. James just did, he was the mystery reader at Walker's school. And it's so funny because I was like, now James, they're already going to like love that you have an accent and they're going to think you sound like Paddington and it'll be cute. But me being a control freak as I am, I was like, obviously, like when you read the book, I was like, do you want to practice? Because you need to like, and he goes, "Are you joking? And I forget sometimes that he's the oldest of 4 too.
Yeah.
And he's like, are you joking? You think I won't know how to amp it up a little? And I was like, because you need it. Because I was like, and then like when the donkey comes in, you should give the donkey. He goes, a different voice. Yeah, I think I will. And I was like, and when it says hee-haw, don't read hee-haw. He goes, I'm walking away. I'm walking away. Like, he's like, I cannot believe you're trying to explain to me.
When I was reading it to Annika, I said, where's the pizza?
Where is it?
This is the part. And good night, Gilmore Girls. No more words. Time to sleep. And then you just go
quiet. And then the kid's like, oh my God, it's so cute. This is also a good point to wrap up and talk about your podcast, Spillmore Girls, which is the cutest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, it's going so good.
We love it.
2 girls doing 2 different methods and platforms of long form content. Couldn't be me, but I am so impressed.
We love it. It really is like, as much as we love, like, I'm a storyteller and I love my vlogs and I love to lay them out and I love to visually tell a story. It is nice to just be able to be like, hey, here's what's going on and here's some stories that have happened.
Yeah, and
without having to make them look like fun and
aesthetic.
Yeah.
No, it's so true. And it's honestly, it's so nice, I think, because you and Annika with your vlogs have also started doing more of your own things.
Yeah.
So this is like where you guys can come together and then just have
They're
your
still,
like
mother-daughter conversations.
which I love.
Yeah.
Guys, check them out. Spillmore Girls on a podcast. I am a personal fan of their TikToks. I love them.
Thank you.
Jennica and Annika. Is it Jennica and Annika on YouTube and on TikTok?
Yes.
And guys, get you a Jennica, not my Jennica, but you can watch her really see her through the lens that I do.
I can't wait to come and swing and pick up Daisy and have a girls' day.
I love you. I can't wait. I can't wait to be a girl mom.
Love
All right.
you guys.
Bye, guys.